Now for this purpose I will show you the desktop version of my free online metronome. By the way, the link is below. And the metronome has all sort of subdivisions, and this is really easy if you are practicing difficult rhythms, but as a beginner it's great to learn the note values. Now on the page that I'll link underneath, violinist.com/metronome, I explain all the note values and the time signatures. I'm not going to explain them in this video, but I'll show you how to practice those different rhythms and note values. So you go to my metronome, switch my metronome on. And then I will, you can of course clap along with this, but this is not so difficult. And then you can practice eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then repeat all that on the violin, maybe an open string. Just to get used to that rhythm, maybe in a scale. This is great rhythm practice as a beginner. 16th notes maybe, etc. And triplets. Some of you have difficulty with triplets. Chocolate, 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 chocolate. You can maybe tap it with a pen, clap it. And for a beginner, triplets can be confusing because you alternate starting the triplet on a down bow or an up bow. So maybe this is not the right tempo for you to start it, so I'll change the tempo to 60 beats per minute. And it can be very useful to put a little accent on the start of each triplet. And then you continue like that. Now, what a lot of beginners have difficulty with are dotted rhythms. And they can be a triplet with a quarter note and an eighth note. And also with a dotted eighth and a 16th note. And there's a difference between the two. And a lot of people, even intermediate players, have lots of difficulty with really letting that difference sound. So definitely practice this on one note. And in my metronome I've arranged it in such a way that there is a different sound for the note on the beat and the other note. So then you can really hear it and get used to it. You can also use my metronome. Beep, bum, beep, bum, beep. You see there's a difference if I go to real dotted rhythm. It's different. And we talked about the trickiness of triplets. Then transitioning to and from triplets can be hard. Then you go to the last rhythm of my metronome. Chocolate, chocolate, ice cream, chocolate, chocolate, ice cream. That's how you can practice that. And also, of course, first practice it on one note and then later play the piece that you want to play. Now, you saw me changing the number of beats per minute a couple of times. Then the metronome goes faster or slower. And you might be wondering, okay, but how do I decide at what tempo I should play the piece that I'm playing? Well, I've created the most comprehensive list of Italian words that you see in your music connected to the beats per minute. So check that out at violinist.com/metronome. There you'll find my free metronome to use, but you'll also find a lot of information about note values, how to read time signatures, and also how to decide how many beats per minute. So you can figure that all out. Then you know the notes that you read, what value they are. You know what to practice on the metronome, and you also know at what speed you need to set the metronome.